So good morning students. So today we will continue a 5 variable K-map, right? So yesterday in the last class we have discussed one example on 5 variable K-map. Let us continue with some more examples. Okay, so let us take the next example as y of a, b, c, d, e. These are the 5 input variables and y is output, and the minterms are given. You have to simplify this using a K-map, right? So let us fill the cells with these minterms. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 4, 5, 8, 9, 12, 13, 24, 25, 28, 29, 16, 17, 20, 21, right? So as I already discussed in the last class, you have to group these minterms like a 4 variable K-map, right? So this is a 4 variable K-map, one 4 variable K-map, and this is second 4 variable K-map. You have to group these minterms like a 4 variable K-map. Then the second step is you have to fold along with this vertical line, right? So first let us group these 8 ones, right? So all are physically adjacent as well as logically adjacent. So we will group all these 8 ones. Since we are grouping 8 ones means we are going to eliminate total 3 variables, right? So here a and b are complement to each other. A and b are complement to each other, so a, b will not appear in the term, right? The one more variable which is going to be eliminated is e, because e is 0 here and e is 1, both are complement to each other. So the term for this grouping is c bar, because c is 0 and d is also 0, so c bar, d bar, right? For this first 4 variable K-map. And in second 4 variable K-map, again these 8 ones are physically as well as logically adjacent, so I am going to group these 8 ones, right? Next again we are grouping 8 ones means we are going to eliminate total 3 variables. Which are those variables? A and b, because both are complement to each other. And here just check, c is 1, c is 1, right? Next d is 0, d is 0, means c and d will remain and e will get eliminated because e is 1 here and e is 0 here, so complement to each other. So the term for this grouping is what? C and d bar, right? This is the first step, because that is you have to group these minterms similar to the 4 variable K-map. The second step is you have to fold along with this vertical line. So when I fold along with this vertical line, what happens? These 8 ones, the ones present in cell number 4, 5, 12, 13, 29, 28, 21 and 20, they are going to fall on these 8 cells, that is 0, 1, 8, 9, 24, 25 and 16, 17, right? So when I fold along with this vertical line, these 8 ones are going to overlap with these 8 ones. That means these are also, even though they are not physically adjacent, but they are logically adjacent, right? So this folding process is represented by, if they are logically adjacent, then it is represented by 2 dots, right? So where we are going to connect these two dots with this horizontal line, so that shows these 2 groups are logically adjacent, right? So if you compare these 2 terms, c bar d bar and c d bar, again we can find one input variable is complement to each other. Here you have c bar and here you have c, right? So what is the final expression for the given function? It is equal to only d bar, right? So c bar here, c here, both will get eliminated because both are complement to each other. So the only remaining term here is d bar, right? So because you can also observe it in the group, right? So since these two groups are logically adjacent, that means you are putting all these 16 ones, these 8 ones and these 8 ones in one group, right? So 16 can be represented as 2 raised to, in the power of 2, I can write 16 as 2 raised to 4. That means 4 variables are going to be eliminated, right? So you can find out that in the final expression. A, B, C and E, those 4 variables got eliminated, and the only term which is remaining here is D bar. So I hope this example is clear to you, right? So let us jump to the next example. So the next example is capital Z A B C D E summation M 3 5 11 13 19 21 27 and 29. Again you have to reduce this function using 5 variable K-map. Sometimes what they'll give, sometimes they'll not give the input variables. In that case it is left to you. You can choose your own input variables, and you can solve the problem, right? Sometimes they'll just write z is equal to summation M and this function. They'll not give these input variables. In that case you can take your own input variables and you can solve the problem, right? Let us fill these cells. The first one is 3, next one is 5, 11, 13, 19, 21, 27 and 29, right? So the first step is you are going to again this is the first 4 variable K-map, and this is second 4 variable K-map. We are going to group these ones like a 4 variable K-map, right? So all these 4 ones are grouped because they are logically as well as physically adjacent, right? So I can put those 4 ones in one group, right? Since you are grouping 4 ones means you are going to eliminate only 2 variables, which are those 2 variables A and B. You are grouping all the ones along a column, right? So that means A and B are both are complement to each other, so A, B will not come into picture, and the only term for this grouping is C bar, D and E, right? Now similarly in second 4 variable K-map, these 4 ones are again logically adjacent as well as physically adjacent, right? Again you are grouping 4 ones means you are going to eliminate 2 variables along, again you are grouping along the column, right? So A and B will get eliminated because all are complement to each other, and what is the term for this grouping is C, D bar and E, right? So this is the first step, that is we are going to group these min terms like a 4 variable K-map. The second step is you have to fold the K-map along this vertical line, right? So when I fold this, what happens? These ones which are present in cell number 5, 13, 29 and 21, they fall on cell number 1, 9, 25 and 17. That means these four ones are not getting overlapped with these 4 ones. That means I cannot say these are physically even though they are not physically adjacent, but logically also I cannot say they are adjacent. So I cannot put these 4 ones and these 4 ones in one group. So I cannot draw a horizontal line between these 2 groups because they are not logically adjacent, right? So you can also verify it with these 2 terms, right? So anything is complement here. Wait. So in this you can also verify it with these 2 terms, right? So if I write the final expression, that is Z is equal to C bar D E plus C D bar E, right? So finally what you can do here, none of the variable will get eliminated from this, so you can take E common, right? And C bar D plus C D bar, right? So E, you can write this final expression as a C XOR D, right? But you cannot eliminate none of the variable. You can eliminate only two variables because these two groups are not logically adjacent, right? So you can also observe from these two binary combinations, right? So they are not differed by only one bit, right? So here it is 0, here it is 1, here it is 1, here it is 0, and here it is 1, here it is 1. So these two combinations are getting differed by 2 bits, right? So from that concept I cannot tell these two groups are logically adjacent, right? So by observing you can say these are not physically adjacent, but to tell they are logically adjacent, the binary combinations must differ by only one bit, right? So you cannot eliminate in any of the variable from these three, right? So you can eliminate only two variables A and B, right? So this is the final expression for the given function. Next, we'll jump to the next example. Capital A, the input variables are V, W, X, Y, Z, okay, and the min terms are 0, 2, 5, 7, 6, 9, 16, 18, 29 and 31. Again you have to simplify it using a K-map, right? So let us fill the cells 0, 2, 5, 7, 16, yes, here 16, 18, 29 and 31, right? So just observe this, how to group. So this is first 4 variable K-map, this is first 4 variable K-map, and this is second 4 variable K-map, right? So how will you group these 4 ones? You can group corner ones, right? That means you are putting all these 4 ones in one group, means you are going to eliminate 2 variables. So here W is 0, W is 0, so W will appear in the term, that is W bar. Then here X is 0, here also X is 0, so X bar, and Y is 0, Y is 1, so Y will not come into the term. The last term here is the last variable here is Z bar, right? So this is the term for the first group. And here how do you group these two? These two ones cannot be grouped with these two ones because they are not physically as well as logically adjacent. So I am going to put these two ones in one group. So what is the expression for this? You are going to grouping only 2 ones, means you can eliminate only a single variable. Which is that variable? Let us see. V bar, W bar, then here middle bit is complement to each other, that is Y is complement to each other, so Y will not come into the in the term, right? So V bar, V bar, W bar, X and Z. This is the term for this grouping. Similarly, these two ones can be grouped, can be put in one group. And what is the expression? What is the term for this? Is the V, W, then X and Z, right? So if you observe this, you cannot eliminate, because this is the first step. I have grouped all these 4 ones like 4 variable K-map. Next I have to fold on this vertical line. Along with this vertical line, if I fold, these two one will fall on the cell numbers 1 and 3, and these two cells will fall on 25 and 27. So you don't have any ones here in cell numbers 1, 3, 25 and 27. So these two ones are not logically adjacent to any of the group, or these two ones are not logically adjacent to any of the group. And these 4 ones, in these 4 ones also, they will fall on cell number 6, 4, 20 and 22. Again you don't have any ones there, so you cannot have you don't have any logical adjacency. So what is the final expression here? A is equal to W bar, X bar, Z bar plus V bar, W bar, X, Z, right? So if you try to eliminate also, if you try to eliminate any of the variable, you cannot from this final expression, right? Only you can eliminate any of the variable only when the groups are logically adjacent after folding along with this vertical line, right? So I hope this example is clear, right? So let us take the last example, today's class last example. Let us see what it is. So let us fill the cells. Okay, the cells are 9, the cells are 9, 11, 13, 15, then 25, 27. This is 25, this is 27, right? So this is first 4 variable K map, and this is second 4 variable K map. Okay, so first you group like a 4 variable K map. These 4 are adjacent, logically adjacent as well as physically adjacent. So grouping 4 ones means you're going to eliminate 2 variables. So first variable is A, because A is 0 here, A is 1, complement to each other. So A will get eliminated. The first term is B, and here D is complement to each other, so D will not come in the term. So B C bar E, B C bar E, and similarly here you have only 2 ones, so you can put them in one group, right? So what is the Boolean term for this is A bar B and C E, A bar B C and E, right? So this is the first step, group like a 4 variable K map. Next you have to fold along with this vertical line. If I fold this, so what happens, you please observe one thing here. So one thing you observe here, right? So here 4 ones are grouped, here 4 ones are grouped, and here 2 ones are grouped, right? The groups are also not same, right? So even though you fold it along this vertical line, what happens, these 2 ones, since you don't have any ones here, you don't have these ones, right? So these 2 ones are falling, no doubt they are falling on these 2, but the group size is not same. So what I can say, even though they are logically adjacent, I cannot draw this horizontal line. I cannot draw this horizontal line between these 2 groups, because even though they are logically adjacent, only these 2 and these 2 ones are logically adjacent. Since the group size is not same, so I cannot draw this vertical logical line, and I cannot say these 2 groups are logically adjacent, right? So I hope the concept is clear to you, right? So what is the final expression? It is B C bar E plus A bar B C E, A bar B C E, right? So by the next step, what you can do, you can take B and E common from both the terms, and you can write B E is equal to C bar plus A bar C, right? And final you can write B E, and applying a Boolean theorem, because we know that A plus A bar B is equal to A plus B, right? As per the Boolean theorems, and A bar plus AB is also equal to A bar plus B, right? So I can write B E C bar and A bar, but you can observe A B C E, none of the A B C E, none of the terms get eliminated from this Boolean or final Boolean expression. That means these 2 groups are not logically adjacent. If they are logically adjacent, then you can eliminate one more variable from the final expression, but you cannot eliminate. By looking at the final expression and this expression, you can see that none of the variables get eliminated from the final expression, so they are not logically adjacent. So this much is